Are you preparing for your early retirement? And in that process of preparing, you need to get some documents in order. What are those documents, you say? Let's talk about it. Well, welcome to another episode of Just Lovely Living. Here's where we create the atmosphere for you to celebrate your grace, beauty, and style. My name is Tanya, and on this channel, I am sharing my journey as I move closer to early retirement and to do some slow traveling. I don't know if I shared before. I may have shared in one of my videos that I retired from the military after 21 years. And during those 21 years, I served full time in the Army for 4 years and then 17 years in the Army Reserves. So I had a friend to reach out to me that said I potentially can retire early, like legitimate, retire early and receive a paycheck. Now, because I retired as a reservist, I don't get a monthly paycheck like some other full-time people who have retired after 20 years. They actually get a pension or a paycheck every month for retirement. I have to wait until I turn 60 to get my retirement. But I just found out potentially, I'm going to do some research and dig deep into it. For every deployment, I get 2 years where I can retire early. So I did 2 deployments. While I was on active duty, I served in Desert Storm. And as a reservist, I deployed for the Operation Enduring Freedom campaign. So those are my 2 deployments. So I get to take away 2 years from my retirement, which means potentially I can retire in 2 years. So that got me to thinking that looking at my paperwork, I need to make sure that I have everything in order. So I went online to look at my documents online to see if everything was up to date and to find out, is it true? Can I retire early? And in that process of still digging through the information, how about they have me retiring in 2009? My retirement was 2010. There is a year difference. So now I'm scrambling through paperwork. As you can see here, I've got some paperwork here that I'm digging through, and I'm trying to find my retirement letter from the Army Reserves so that I can correct my records. So if you are someone that is in the military and you're looking to retire, start now. Look to make sure that your records are correct, and this gives you time to correct them. So when you are ready to submit your documents for the retirement, everything will be correct. I tell you, I'm scrambling through all my paperwork. I've got a lot of paperwork that I got to go through to find that document to make those corrections. And then at the same time, I'm going to do some research to see, is it true? Can I retire early? I mean, like really, really retire early, where I'll have a steady income that comes in on a monthly basis. So I'm excited. It is amazing how this process is unfolding things and how the resources are coming to me, getting phone calls about things that I least expected, of some things that I need to do now. So my advice to you, if you're ready to early retire, get your documents in order, whether it's life insurance, all your bills. If you're trying to pay off some bills, if you have a mortgage, you might need to sell some things. Whatever it is that you need to do to prepare for your retirement, start with that first step in getting those documents together. I tell you, it's going to be worth your while to do that. So I'm looking forward to digging deeper into all the massive paperwork that I have here, all on the floor. I'm going to show you a quick view of it in a second here. Here's some paperwork there. I also have some paperwork on the floor. So here's the start of me going through all of my documents here. But I'm going to get this together because I can't be missing a year of retirement, and that just means I have to wait another extra year. Then I'll also lose out on money if I don't claim that year. I've got 21 years of service, and they have me down as 20 years. So we've got to correct that for sure. So another thing that I'm starting to do to prepare for my early retirement is to make a list of all the cities that I would like to visit. I share with you in my last two videos of 15 cities that are targeted towards the arts. So I want to gather up all the information for each one of the cities I want to visit, like look at the visa process, how long can I stay at each location, and start looking at potential places to rent, what may be available. And I know you can't really make any decisions until you have a definite date, but I want to just see the possibilities. I have been looking at some videos of people showing some of the condos in certain areas that are available. They always say it's best to be on ground because you'll be able to see in the windows places that are for rent. You can work with an agent. It sounds like all the agents have the same property to look at. So I think it's a matter of finding the right agent that's going to be helpful and assist you through the process. So I am going to be taking recommendations from other people by watching videos online. So that's just another step that I'm going to start to take. I have a spreadsheet, a list of all the countries, all the cities within those countries, and then I'll have plenty of columns so that I can list the criteria for each one. I do want to find places where there's a park. That is something that would be important to me. Are there coffee shops around? Because I like baked goods. I want to thank all of my new subscribers for joining me for this week. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button. It's absolutely free, and you can join this journey if you're someone that's looking to early retire, and we can work it out together. So I would love for you to join us on this journey. Thank you all for joining me on this episode of Just Lovely Living. I look forward to your comments below. Tell me, what documents do you feel like you need to get in order and gather up before you do your final retirement? And travel, do some slow traveling. If you're out there for months and months at a time, it's going to be hard for you to get back to the States to take care of some of those issues. So let's try to take care of it before we leave.